and welcome to Let's Bleepin Play. I am profile saved Sean.
When you wish upon Mason.
I'm Tank Thomas. Mine are really boring, I'm sorry.
It's alright. They can't all be winners.
And we're teaming up with Black Widow still.
Sure.
Ready?
Ladies first.
She's hot.
That's a tank.
Oh.
And tanks, you're welcome.
That's what I mean by kind of. She is out for the rest of the fight.
Oh, man.
Well, that team up was fun.
Well, it lasted. You know, I still need to try out that bloodstain thing.
Just punch yourself in the nose. Oh, yep, that's enough blood to try it out.
I'd almost rather see it.
Why's it gotta be my blood?
Because I don't trust you to
Are
smell
you
anyone else's
stabbing
blood.
someone, Mason?
I can neither confirm or deny that. My
Frank
lawyers
Castle,
haven't struck
Punisher
me.
needs to walk by so Mason can start confessing again.
Alright, here's my search history. Not what I was looking for.
It's like, oh my
He's
god.
like, I was literally just asking you,
It's like, well, I
can you
should-
get out of the way? I'm buying eggs.
Look, I'm making myself some good,
Look, that
Oh,
Ow.
that tank is like made out of paper.
I mean, you're also belting it with grenades.
Just all the fun.
usually are bad for
is-
tanks.
This is why I was like, Sean, do you really want to cut here? Because this is the end of the mission.
Yes, I did.
I regret nothing!
Haha.
Okay.
You all had to wait for that.
What a cliffhanger. Cliffhanger. Hanging from a cliff.
It's not really maniacal. It's just like, oh, you fucking idiots.
Maniacal laugh.
Laugh. Maniacal laugh.
I kind of wish that character, he didn't just have like maniacal laugh. He had different types of laughs, and every time he said
It's like delightful laugh, delightful laugh.
goofy laugh.
Disappointed laugh.
I love Black
Okay, that
Widow
was a
cutting
sick
a
entrance.
door with the bullets. That's great.
The nuclear device also will not wait. There are 2 Russian freighters arriving tomorrow night.
You will have to choose which one has the device.
You have to choose which one to blow up.
One ship for each of us.
You investigate the Igor Baltinsky.
One of them has your
I will
friend.
take
The other
rest
has your
on.
ex-wife. My ex-wife is dead. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
it's like I was gonna say, my wife is dead, Black Widow.
my wife.
Oop.
You want to bone? I'm not. It's not him.
You good, Sean?
So there's a Star Wars book, and in it there's a character who he rescues as a Zabrak, same species as Darth Maul. Zabrak woman who's an assassin, and after all of it, and they're all through the she's like to him, he's like, well, you know, after all this, we could couple up. You know, we can couple up, and he's like, actually, and she's like, oh, you don't like ladies, do you? He's like, yeah, man, yeah.
Wow.
I like dick, okay?
Before it enters the harbor.
You're seriously turning me down? What are you, gay? Yes, actually.
Oh,
Oh, my bad.
Congrats.
All right, plant 2 explosives and confirm the presence of nuke.
Yep.
Might
That
want to
nuke
do
is
this.
made a nuke.
Might want to do that before we plant the explosives, because God forbid Black Widow's like, Punisher, it's not on my boat. What? And then New York's gone.
It's become New Crater.
And then New York gets built on top of it. And that's when Escape from New York happens.
Extends when purging.
Oh, see, I went with Futurama. You went with the Escape to
Because Futurama is that joke is a parody on
Escape.
Escape
Oh.
from New York.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Haven't been spotted yet.
Because you've never seen Escape from New York.
I haven't.
Count on
That's Kurt Russell, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kurt Russell, John Carpenter directs.
wake upstairs.
And then isn't there another one in that series that's
Yeah,
like
Escape from LA.
Escape from LA? Okay.
That one's not as good, but it's still fine.
Is Kurt Russell in that one too?
Yeah.
Ah.
And John Carpenter, I think, still directed that one. It's basically just a very similar movie, just not as good.
I am all.
Oh, hi, fellas.
Hello. My name is Frank Castle.
Hello, my name is Frank Castle. You didn't kill my father, but you're gonna die anyways.
You may have stolen a nuclear device.
You're kind.
Prepare
Prepare
to
to
die.
die.
Your kind killed my family. Italians, criminals.
They're Russian, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
They're Russian Italians.
Gone fishing.
I like the idea of just the entire boat of criminals. Frank is just throwing off the boat.
Yeah.
That would be a very that'd be a very Michael Keaton's Batman. I don't kill.
I was thinking of the one Austin Powers scene with the steamroller, but it's with a boat instead. It's just a moving boat. Ah!
Oh, hello.
Stop it.
Goodbye. Get some help. Oh, that dive was kind of funny.
Oh, the
Felt
what?
like good it did.
The CPU diving characters have been pretty funny the whole game. Oh, okay.
What's? Oh, this is like the weird. It's like the weirdest claw machine ever.
They tell me nothing important.
Don't worry, this is gonna stretch you out real nice. Your back is gonna be so good. Like you're gonna love the way your back feels.
Huh.
Oi!
Oh, sorry,
You didn't need arms, right?
Is that you?
but I bet your back
Life.
feels pretty good.
Yeah.
I
You
bet
know,
your neck
that's-
and your
that-
back feel good.
Yeah, that's the R-rated Incredibles. What if Mr. Incredible didn't make it out?
Yike.
Winnie Shorley, American women want to meet you. You are too ugly for American women.
Wow.
Maybe it's
Got
your
him.
head. Maybe
Ouch.
not
Ah.
Yeah, you don't have enough money for American women.
Yeah, they're too rich for your blood. Even the prostitutes, especially the prostitutes, actually. They actually have very high standards around there.
You couldn't get laid in a
got
woman's
me.
prison with a handful of pardons.
I got some. Ooh, that's a crowbar to the face.
Owie.
Good news though, you have no nails in your head. Bad news is you now have a crowbar
Bad
in your
news
head.
is you don't have a head anymore.
But I don't want to use my head.
Well, you don't have to.
Oh. The melee kills in this game are especially painful.
I wish there were more TV kills.
If I haven't found a TV yet, damn it.
And
They ain't no TV on this boat. They ain't got time for the Sunday morning cartoons,
Sunday.
Saturday morning cartoons, whatever.
It's Sunday morning cartoons. They don't have time for Bible, man.
I was like, Sunday morning cartoons. We got veggie. Oh, we got back on table saw. Oh.
Dick first, baby. Because the Punisher's kind of an asshole.
You expect me to talk? No, I expect you to die.
I expect you to scream.
Anyway, anybody seen the Terrifier? That's what happens.
That's surprising. Oh, man.
Ah.
I could have drilled his head.
That would've
We've
been more-
actually seen that one before.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no, I've never seen the Terrifier movies. I think we've gone into this. Despite me being very giddy with all the brutal kills in this game, the Terrifier movies, I'm just like,
They are a little much. Just say they're a little much.
and again, I like gore and shit, but I hear like the third movie has something where I genuinely think if I said it, I'd have to censor it. So it's like, oh, well, I really.
Oh,
don't
this is.
want-
Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
Ring around the rosy, pocket full.
Pocket full of blood and guts.
Well.
Ashes, ashes, we all go dead. This one's kind of finicky.
Eh.
Yeah.
I'm the captain. You would know. I'm actually not gonna do it because I need you as a shooter right now.
But yeah, I can't handle gore pretty much at all.
Oh.
So I feel like if I tried to watch any of the Terrifier movies, I would throw up and cry. I would cry, scream, throw up at the same time.
I was gonna say all at once.
So at the time of this recording, I just watched all the Final Destination movies.
Yeah.
I would scream, cry, throw up.
There are some like, and again, those. I am a big fan of those really bad dumb movies. But yeah, I really part of me wants Mason to watch them just to hear Mason's reaction.
Just to watch me scream, cry, throw up.
Well, I don't want the last part. Scream and cry, yes.
Scream,
Don't-
cry,
don't-
piss my
don't-
pants.
Don't throw up in my house.
Yeah.
You don't want your bodily fluids on my couch.
So Mason has to watch it from outside looking through the window.
Just duct tape to the window, like, but I don't wanna.
Get full on Clockwork Orange with my eyes pried open.
Yuri, is that you?
How would you rank the Final Destinations?
5, 3, 1, 2, 4.
I'm surprised you were able to do that off the top of your head.
Well, I just watched all of them, so.
Well, yeah.
Surprisingly,
That's a lot of movie.
5 is, I know a lot of people don't necessarily consider the 5th one the best, but I think it's the one that like actually expands on the idea, and the twist is really good. So, and it expands on the idea. So up through this point, the lore that has happened in the first 4 is like they all survive. Someone gets a vision that warns people. They survive a big catastrophe. Death then comes to get them back. And the way you avoid it is you can, if you save someone and stop them from dying, you can maybe skip the order around, but death will eventually come back around for everyone. It eventually comes for you, is the idea of Final Destination. Well, in 5, they introduced the idea, done magnificently, because they brought back Tony Todd, who, R.I.P., but he is so good. Is so good. He's the original Candyman in the old Candyman movies.
Yeah.
He basically plays
He's
death or the Grim Reaper. A lot of it, like, it's never fully confirmed, but like, yeah, it's mostly assumed. But anyway, they bring the idea of that you might be able to, you can stop death if you take someone's life. You get their life.
Oh.
Because the whole idea is that you weren't supposed to live. You were not supposed to live, so if somebody dies who was supposed to live, you would inherit their spot, basically. And that is added into the 5th movie. And so it adds our characters' moral dilemmas of being like, well, if I did actually, and it actually gives them more of a villain than just a ominous death figure, you know, that just is in the background moving your household objects and killing you.
Interesting.
And so the 5th one gives adds to that universe, and I really enjoy it. Plus, it ties into the original really well. The 4th one is the worst one because the kills are just really bland. Really bland. Guy gets his organs sucked out his butthole in a pool.
Ay.
He deserves it though. That man deserved. If any man deserved it, he did. And it's just a bland. It's still I like it enough.
It's the most paint by numbers. Final
It's
Destination.
It really was bland. 3, I like 3 a lot. 3 is probably one of the. It's not well acted, even if it has the best actor in the entire franchise in Mary Elizabeth Winstead as the main character.
Oh wow.
But it has some of the most intricate, well set up stuff. The roller coaster, the death, and all those. So I really enjoyed the 3rd one. It also just has some pretty good. It's pretty well shot. That's, I think, one of the things on it. The first one is iconic for what it did, even if it's, some of it is kind of in a lot of ways some of the more bland on it. The deaths are a lot more basic. But it still holds up pretty well.
It's kind of like it was the first movie.
And the second one is just known for that opening scene. Like the second one is just known for it, the log truck.
Right.
That traumatized an entire. I think my review was, it's amazing that this bad movie traumatized a generation for log trucks.
I was gonna try to see if I could watch those, but they're all on Max, which I don't have.
I don't know. The Final Destination movies have always been kind of things where, oh yeah, by the way, there's a.
Women to feed their prostitution.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can't blow up the ship until I get the women out.
So that's another thing we gotta add
Yeah.
on is we gotta save these women.
Good.
Women. Yeah, women.
We gotta save the one.
Yeah, just the one.
Name a woman.
Oh shit. But yeah, the Final Destination movies have always like made me raise an eyebrow, but I've never fully delved into them because I'll be honest. I don't know. It just kind of seems like
Well, it's they're slasher films without the slasher.
yeah. And as someone who likes the slasher, I'm like okay. Then again, the monkey looks interesting to once again kind of date ourselves. By the way, we just squished some guys with a garden
I
container.
saw that. That was awesome. I mean, look, our LPs are full of dated things. It's always funny to go back and edit them sometimes months later and
Yeah,
be
and
like,
it's like, oh my god, we were talking about that.
Sean, did you ever watch Bodies,
I have not.
If you like the Final Destination movies, you will really like that movie, I think.
I said what I've seen of it, I figured it would be pretty enjoyable. So
I can't remember what year it came out, but it was my favorite.
2020.
It was 22, I
I
think.
think yeah, it was 2022.
But,
I was
that
like, it was
was-
either 22 or 21, but I think it was 22.
It was one of, if not my absolute favorite horror movies of that year. It is really good, and I'm not just saying that because Pete Davidson is in it. It's really good.
It doesn't. Oh.
And I bet that was a cool one.
Oh man.
Now Frank is mad.
Eh.
Oh.
He's like, I got forklift certified and all for this one, and you ruined it.
Screw it. You shall be the victim now.
But yeah, like I said, the Final Destination movies. Oh god.
Lord. He really is forklift certified.
I don't know if that is certified.
Is that not part of the?
I don't think that's part of the certifying them.
You've been forked.
That's harmony!
That's kind of lame for you, Frank. But all right.
Frank, how long
No,
did
no.
Frank
That-
was practicing
no.
that in front of the mirror way too long.
That was the best line in this whole damn game.
But I will never say the Final Destination movies are necessarily good movies or anything like that, but I just have an affinity for them.
I mean, fair enough.
That I just find them just really enjoyable movies to just sit down and watch and watch how they're gonna make sure household items kill you.
That's fair. I mean, to be fair, I recently finally got around to watching In a Violent Nature, which is another very different kind of slasher movie, and I enjoyed that. My Letterboxd review might not say it, but the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, nah, that movie kicks ass. So.
Didn't you also watch Maximum Overdrive?
Yes.
How's that one?
Worst movie I've ever seen. 10 out of 10. Stephen King should direct the next MCU movie.
It is.
I'm
It
getting
is
mixed
the movie.
messages
It's
here.
the movie right before he got
Right
clean.
before he got off drugs.
And boy, that movie is the most. It is a drug trip.
What is it? One of my absolute favorite lines from an interview comes from his interview where he was talking about and he's like, I've only directed one movie and it's Maximum Overdrive. And it's like, do you want to direct another movie? He's like, God, no, have you ever seen Maximum Overdrive?
It
Seen
is.
the one I did direct? It's awful.
It's.
I don't think anyone hates that movie more than him.
Yeah. I think he truly. Yeah.
But that being said, that movie is hilarious.
Oh, it is. It is the definition of so bad it's good.
Yeah, you can tell that Stephen King is not a director, so he does not know what he's doing. But that leads to some hilariously awful line reads.
Mm.
You die now!
Indeed. Want to dual wield LMGs?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
If Rambo's a pussy, he can only one hand this son of a bitch.
He
You
ain't
only
no
do
Frank
one.
Castle. Oh gosh, that guy disintegrated. His whole body just.
It's almost like that's what LMGs do. Okay, I do need help, though.
It's like the joints of that man's body just disintegrated.
LMG's nut.
Shut
God
I
damn
swear
it,
to
Nate.
fucking God.
I am too young to die!
What's the Steve Buscemi line from Spy Kids?
Yeah, you think God ever stays in heaven because he too fears what he's created?
He fears me.
upstairs.
Somebody's moving around upstairs. Thank God Frank has incredible hearing.
He's got Vulcan hearing.
Ooh. Let's roast some Russians.
Yes. That was one of my favorite weapon from the old Army Men games was the flamethrower. Because you use the flamethrower and then you're melting them.
Yep. I don't think we're quite melting them, but, you know.
It's a little less brutal than, you know,
Oh.
real flamethrowers.
Right, it's almost like you're playing with plastic toys.
He didn't need a brain.
Good
Not
to see.
anymore.
Oh!
Ooh.
Straight machetes to the face.
I like that any knife bigger than average is a machete.
A knife.
That's not a knife. This is a knife. That's a spoon.
All
Oh, I
right,
see you've played
Knifey
Knifey
Spoon
Spoony before. It's such a great joke.
Also, it can transfer, obviously, so just this entire hallway is wiped out.
Jesus. That man was on fire for
Yeah,
the
It's
flamethrower
almost like
is-
flamethrowers are
Are banned in warfare because they were so horrifying. I was standing in fire.
worth it.
That's 2 times Frank Castle has died.
Fairness.
Both times fire is involved.
In fairness, I was like, oh no, I was looking at my health. I'm like, nah, I can deal with it. I can't.
Turns out, yeah, I can't.
Perhaps you should tell him, then he will shoot you and knock your brain.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Oh. You know what? That guy had an awful haircut.
No, I
he
pantsed
deserved
him
to
too.
die.
That was right in the ass.
I say there's an element of Frank Castle is just a high school bully.
Hey, that T-shirt is
A high school,
bully coded.
a high school bully for crime.
He's just swirling criminals.
See, what you didn't know is that when Frank Castle was a child, he was actually Sid from Toy Story.
I guess.
The shirt.
Or is that movie theory?
I think I've seen that
Well,
before.
you see, because they both wear skull shirts,
And
and
that's
nobody
it.
else does.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only reason you stay alive.
One of the problems with this game is the checkpoints are kind of spread far apart, but that's PS2 era.
Yeah.
It's kind of the thing. So
That was kind of cool. Are you in like a boat? Is that what this is?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Once again, Mason does not pay attention. It's not as bad as the Central Zoo thing, to be fair.
No, it's not as bad as the zoo, but because we had talked about the zoo, we're like, oh, we're going to the zoo. 10 minutes later, are we at the zoo?
Yeah. That was like another level. Oh my god.
How do we get to watch this again?
God forbid I ask a question.
God forbid you ask a really fucking stupid question is the thing.
I'm surprised he goes for like the wheels and not like impaling him on the forks.
Eh. We've already seen it, and I don't want to probably censor it again.
Yeah, that one was one that I was like, oh. Ooh.
Don't worry about it.
I don't.
What time are we at?
Don't.
We're at 24 minutes.
Okay.
We still got about 10 more probably on this.
Alright, so hopefully I can finish this in 10 more minutes.
If not, it's going to be a hell of a cliffhanger. We'll go long if we need to on this one.
Whoa.
And in a recording session, we can go a little longer. When I edit this and I
Fair
have
enough,
myself,
you'll just be like, mother.
it's just going to be like, well, that was the single dumbest thing
Is
I
it really necessary for him to twist the blade when it's already in the dude's face?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Had to get it out.
He
So
didn't
we-
even do it to get it out. He just twisted
So-
it back and pulled it out.
We were talking about slasher killers earlier, so I talked about in a violent nature. That has genuinely the sickest kill I have seen in a horror movie.
Game over.
Long time. Have any of you guys seen it?
I have not seen
yet.
it.
I've been meaning to watch it since you talked about it, but
I don't. Mason, you may like it. I don't think so, but yeah, I may be surprised. Because I'll just say right now, the movie's kind of boring. It's a slasher from the perspective of the killer, so he does a lot of walking and not a lot of talking because that's what slasher killers do.
Right.
But I at first I didn't like it that much, but the more I looked into the behind the scenes of it, I was like, okay, I kind of digging this more. And I don't want to spoil it, so I'll just say the yoga kill.
Ooh, okay.
He kills a woman who does yoga, and holy shit. It's genuinely, like... I say I'm not a sick person, but I saw that and I genuinely, like, stared at the screen for, like, 5 minutes, like, fantastic. It's also... all the kills in that movie are pretty solid, so...
I mean, Thomas and I both like The Collector and The Collection, so...
That's true.
Those movies are... those have some good...
those have some pretty good...
like, I don't like... I don't mind, like, slasher... Not quite... I don't like torture porn. Just like torture for torture's sake. But I do enjoy watching, interesting characters and a crazy slasher or crazy death happening to them.
Well, because one of the things I like about The Collector and The Collection is that Harkin is honestly, it's one of the few slasher movies where the main character is my favorite character.
And
the hero,
mm-hmm.
not the
and especially in the sequel, the ending, the slasher gets what he deserves.
Very much so. Which they were actually wanting to make a third one, but they got screwed over big time. So.
Mm-hmm. And the second one did get a fairly wide release. The first one was a very, very low budget, small release window. And made some money. The second one did get a bigger release, but didn't quite make the money they were hoping.
Yeah. Like I said, I know the creators want to make a third one, and they started making it, but then, like I said, they got screwed over pretty big. So.
Mm-hmm.
All the horror talk had me going through and looking through horror movies on Tubi, which is obviously the best place to look for horror movies. Because I'm like, I think I might watch a horror movie tonight when I get home.
There's some
one I think you'd like is Bloody Hell.
Mm-hmm. There's actually a couple interesting Tubi original horror movies on there that aren't necessarily good but are fun, like interesting. One of the things I like about Tubi originals is none of them are good, but like you see people try things that maybe wouldn't be allowed to try or give try because they're really not allowed have a lot of like requirements making the films. So like. You have some really interesting ideas shown, even if execution isn't always great in these Tubi movies.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The one I'm thinking about watching tonight is actually one that you've said before that I would really like, which is Tucker and Dale versus.
Oh yeah, you'd love Tucker and Dale. You would absolutely. That's such a Mason movie. It's meta. It's such a Mason movie.
It's not even meta. It's just genuinely, it's a very, very funny movie.
Mm-hmm. Because it's it's the mix-up.
Yeah, there is a bit involving a wood chipper that the first time I watched the movie had me actually pausing the movie. I was laughing so hard. So
yeah, I think
that's when you know a movie's funny.
I got absolutely is a Mason movie. Alan Tudyk.
Yeah.
That's what I did the first time I watched Scott Pilgrim with the scene where he jumps through the window. I had to pause it because I was laughing so hard. That bit is such
a good edit.
There are only a few movies where I've had to like pause a movie because I was laughing so hard. Mm-hmm. How am I lost? I already went through here. Why am I so stupid?
I'm back in the fucking building again. Anyways,
it's like, roll back the footage. Where did I go?
I genuinely don't know how I'm able to do this. Oh god damn it! Sorry, I'm just genuinely like, how am I this stupid?
It happens.
But one of the times that I remember this is literally where I was!
One of the times you remember
that I was laughing so hard was I believe it was the first time I watched Monty Python on the Black Knight. It was the bridge scene.
Mm-hmm.
That was one where I had to pause it. I was laughing so hard.
What is your favorite color?
I don't know that.
But it cracks me up. The one that got me the most, where it's like, "What is your favorite color? Blue."
Blue.
No,
No,
wait,
wait.
yeah. And he launches into the sky.
I think the joke in Monty Python that gets me all the time is the in the cave of
Yeah.
like he carved it into there. That's what it says. The cave of ooh ooh ooh. No, it's back of the throat. No, like ooh as in surprise and alarm. Oh, you mean ha. And the only way they get out of that scene is the animator dies.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, the animator had a heart attack and died.
Stay in there. I'll be back when I'm done.
But that
Oh,
always
I had
gets-
to talk to the damn people.
Oh,
that
okay.
explains it.
Yeah, I was like, I haven't seen anything different. So yeah, okay, that makes sense. And it's something just to set it up.
I think my favorite bit will always be the knights who say knee.
The Knights Who Say Ni is we are
We
no
require-
longer the Knights Who Say Ni. We are now the Knights Who Say Icky Wiki. So Icky Wiki,
And it's like-
Zubang, whoop.
And it's like they're no longer intimidated because, like, well, that's just stupid.
Stupid. We require a shrubbery.
We require a second shrubbery. But this one a little tall. Yeah, no, Monty Python. Some of the Monty Python movies haven't held up super well. Holy Grail still is really, really funny.
Yeah.
The opening credits alone still make me laugh.
What was it? Yeah, no, that's. I genuinely think that Monty Python and the Holy Grail is one of the funniest movies I've
It
ever
is.
seen.
I get that some people think it's dumb, and again, as we said, comedy is a subjective thing. So
Comedy is subjective. It's incredibly subjective. So, like, I can't say you think it's dumb. Well, you're wrong. No, that's.
but Monty Python is and the Holy Grail is still one of the funniest movies ever made.
yes, I would
Give me
agree.
some information.
That's one of my favorite talking tunes with Rob Paulson. That's where Kevin Conroy, rest in peace, did the Knights Who Say
Yeah,
Knee
Knights
bit
Who-
voicing Batman. The Batman voice. It's so funny.
I heard that he's bringing back Talking Tunes.
That's what I.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I
He's
think
tr-
Thomas said it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's trying to bring his podcast back, which good on him.
Yeah. Very. Yeah. You know.
Because that podcast is very fun.
Yeah,
very
I love the bits where they just whoever they have on it, they're reading stuff.
Yeah.
They had the whole Justice League cast reading the
Lord of the Rings, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh, he has a flamethrower in his room.
No way.
Yeah, we totally haven't seen this before, right? Thanks.
Oh,
One of my favorite.
that went in one ear and out the other.
Yikes. One of
Now,
my
don't
favorite,
burn yourself.
Well, this time I got full health, so.
One of my favorite Talking Tunes mix is from the at the end of the Will Friedle episode. They had him reading a bit as Ron Stoppable. They had him reading Parks and Rec as Andy, but with the Ron Stoppable voice. It's very funny.
I think some of the movie hasn't held up super well, but Life of Brian Monty Python Life of Brian is still very funny.
I'm not the Messiah.
The best is yeah, just it's still pretty funny movie.
I've seen bits of that one. I've been meaning to watch it.
That and, I'm gonna be honest, I don't trust myself with the flamethrower as cool as it is, so.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh! Just came around the corner and shot you.
He did.
have you guys ever watched Faulty Towers?
No.
John Cleese's show
Oh, that's
where he runs a hotel.
Where he runs around. I've heard of it.
I haven't, but every clip I've seen is hilarious.
It's a pretty funny show.
Also, it sucks that he's kind of a bad person, but John Cleese for
Oh,
a
yeah.
while was like just one of my favorite comedic actors.
Yeah, John
because
Cleese is
just
so funny.
made
It's
me
just like
laugh
it's
so.
it's in old age. Unfortunately, he kind of just
Yeah,
became bitter old man and
yeah, but you know what? I can still look back at his stuff.
uh-huh.
Remember, one of my favorite bits was he was supposed to be Cogsworth in Beauty and the Beast.
Mm-hmm.
He turned it down to be the main villain in Five Foot Goes West. So someone pointed that out, and they just played the clip from Faulty Towers where he's flipping off heaven, go, "Thank you, God, thank you so bloody much."
There's a scene in Faulty Towers, and the one that I always think is he I think he's on like medication or something or things like that, and he's got some German guests, and he goes, just don't mention the war. Just don't mention the war. He's telling me, don't mention the war, and he leans in, don't mention the war, and he's like, what? You started it? No, you did. You invaded Poland.
Will you stop talking about the war?
Me? You started it?
We did not start it.
Yes, you did. You invaded Poland. Yeah.
That's really funny.
That's really good.
The Faulty Towers is very funny.
John Cleese also, at least in my opinion, has the funniest bit in Great Muppet
Oh yeah,
Caper.
yeah. A
Yeah,
pig.
where he just opens the closet door to see Miss Piggy, and he just slowly is like, oh my god.
There's a pig.
It's so funny.
It's because John Cleese is at his best when he like plays up the Britishness of it.
Rat Race.
Yeah, that's another one of a really great bit from Meaning of Life, actually, the other Monty Python movie. Again, I haven't seen it, but the connecting tissue is that they're all fish, and they're talking about it, and they get to like halfway through the movie, and John Cleese fish goes, you know, they haven't talked much about the meaning of life, have they? The worst part is I died around here, and I'm certain the level's gonna end in like 2 minutes. So what we've learned is that I can die, but only at the very end of the damn levels.
Takes.
All it takes.
Worst part is the level after this one is really short too.
Well, it'd be a great start for the next part.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, oh, let's do it. No, I'm saying.
Oh, I know.
great start.
Why did I leave my shotgun? I don't know, sir.
It's
Why
a good
did?
question.
Go. You have seen too many action movies.
You're right, I
Yippee-ki-yay.
have. You're right, I have.
Thank you.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
No time. We need
It's
to get
Captain
off this boat right
Falcon.
now.
But I think he says Mr. Falcon.
No, yeah,
he
yeah.
does. Yeah.
Yeah, literally, it was right there. God damn it.
Well, you found it at least.
Yeah.
You found it. But what will we find?
Well, there's a cutscene.
There's a cutscene. Damn it! I was gonna segue. Damn it, Thomas!
You got knocked off your Segway. Where'd the other woman come from?
Well, he saved him. She was locked in the. Remember, she was locked in.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Mason at least kind of paid attention.
I like that he offers her, yeah, do you want to do it? You want to blow it
You
up?
do the honors.
Davai.
And he speaks Russian.
Of course he does.
Well, yeah. He's taken out enough Russian gangsters. I figured he'd need to.
I just realized I have been sitting really far back from my mic this whole time. I hope it's been picking up.
Well, you know, if it isn't, that'll be a fun thing to address
Ah, Christ.
when I edit this. But yeah,
Which you'll do in
Punisher.
between
We
parts.
punished things. We did things. We talked about John Cleese. We talked about Monty Python. We laughed. We slashered. And who knows what we'll do next time on Let's Bleep and Play.